Imagine a brand that makes highly functional clothing for every part of your life. Hill City is a new premium performance and lifestyle brand designed for men. Hill City combines the technology and durability of performance gear with the comfort and style of the stuff you like to wear every day. And with their lifetime performance guarantee, they stand behind their products and want you to have access to versatile pieces that meet the needs for your active lifestyle. Discover this new men's performance and lifestyle brand at hillcity.com and use this limited time code HC20 to get 20% off your first purchase at hillcity.com.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Welcome to the show, the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take your complaints, try to make your life just a little bit better, give advice, and pretty much do what we need to do to make your life better. We have a lot going on today. We had a call yesterday that we are digging into big time. In studio, though, real quick, then we're going to get right to that. It's an unbelievable story. You have to stay tuned for this. Hopefully, by the end of the day, we are flying a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old from Florida to be reunited with her dad or with their dad. But there's a few little things we still have to figure out. Suzanne, Daphne, everybody's working on this one in the background. I'll get everybody caught up to speed. But in studio today, Frank Duran, the real estate man. My goodness, Frank, we talk so well of you.
Good to see you, my friend.
How are you doing, man?
Doing good, just running.
How's biz out there? How is the real estate business in December?
Crazy for the month of December. It was crazy in November. I took a little trip in November, negotiated, I think, 4 contracts on the trip.
I know you told me. You went to California, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You hit Disney.
Rubbed shoulders with Mickey Mouse.
You did, yeah, with the bigwigs out there.
Yeah, the bigwigs.
Now, let me ask you something. How many homes this year? Because we talk so highly of you. How many homes did you sell this year?
Well, so
or
far,
buy? How do you generally judge that?
The year's not over. We've closed, thank God, officially over 125 so far.
125.
We still have more we're closing right now under contract.
And the average realtor in Colorado closes how many a year?
I believe it's about 11 or less.
Okay, did you hear that? 10 times. How many of those were over asking price?
Quite a few.
Like 80%?
Probably 85, 90%. It was a pretty high amount.
Yeah, simple as that. And if you think Frank would ever BS, I assure you he wouldn't. Absolutely. He's more of a shucks and darn kind of guy.
I'm a shucks and darn kind of guy, right?
Yes, just like me. I'm a shucks and darn kind of guy.
Just like you, Mark, you know.
All right, also in studio, Brent Ivinson, Ideal Home Loans. I assume if real estate's good in Colorado, there's got to be some loans back in this stuff.
Yeah, mortgage has been great. It's been a great year.
Has it really?
It has. Rates have helped a lot. I mean, rates are fantastic. 30-year fixed rates today still 3.75%.
Oh, my God. Under 4%.
Awesome.
What's a 15 at right now, roughly?
15's in the low 3s.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And you can save a ton of money with a 15.
You can, a ton. You're 6 figures easily in payments.
We'll talk about that. Any real estate questions? And Stephanie Thomas is our realtor of choice on a referral list in the Pikes Peak region. What is it like up there, Steph?
Things are going good. Same strong market.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Everybody's having a great year in real estate. We got Deputy Dan, Deputy Doc, Deputy Daff. We have a full house right now. Suzanne on the other side of the glass. Ugly Ed, being the wonderful board op he is, he always helps behind the scenes as well. Now, he does throw out comments sometimes, but that's all right. We accept that. We understand. We do understand. Suzanne, real quick, I really want to get the parole officer on. Can we get him back up? I was supposed to hear from the parolee before the show. I have not heard from this guy. So
Will do, Mark.
Let's try to get him up. Here's what's going on, folks. Yesterday, we get a call from a parole officer. We 100% checked him out. He absolutely, positively is a parole officer here in Colorado. He has a parolee that got out a week ago. Listen to what happened. This guy was in since January. He was in for about 8 months. He made some bad decisions. He did 8 months. There's no other way to look at it. He gets out. His ex-wife had the kids while he was gone in Florida. And we're going to get some people on to talk about this. But his ex-wife had the kids in Florida last Sunday. Her boyfriend apparently broke up with her. She committed suicide. We're going to get a little more details on air about that from the stepmother, but we'll get into that in a little bit. I'm going to have Suzanne bring them up after a little bit. So she commits suicide. There's a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old in Florida. The guy that just got out of the can has custody of these kids. We have Deputy Doc that agreed to get him flown out if everything checks out. Everything checks out so far, but I got to pull up Dan. He's a parole officer. Dan, I did not hear from the parolee, and what is his first name?
His name is Michael.
When is Michael going to reach out to us? I have to talk to him.
Actually, he's sitting right next to me.
He is. Okay. Can I talk to him?
Hang on 1 second.
This is the actual guy we're trying to help. You know, we talk about helping people before they fall off the cliff. This guy is about 40 years old. He worked his butt off in construction, including operating heavy equipment for a 20-year period of time. My understanding from talking to his stepmother that I talked to this morning is he kind of got involved with the wrong people and did some things he shouldn't have done, but he has now paid his time. Michael, are you there?
Yes, sir. This is Mike. How you doing?
Mike, we are trying to really help you out here, man, but I had to talk to you personally. We have someone willing to fly these kids out. What I need to figure out right this second is, one, if we help you get a job, are you ready to get your butt back to work?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to get back to work. I've sat around long enough, sir.
And my understanding is you're a heavy machine operator, and your stepmother told me that. So you can drive, what, bulldozers, backhoes, all that stuff?
I've done like wet utility construction, like installing. I used to do work for a subcontractor that worked for XL Energy, and I've done water and sewer install. So I've been affiliated with Local 9 operating engineers down on 9th and Calumet in Denver. And I got affiliated with them in August of 2001, and I've been a member on and off ever since.
What happened? And everybody's thinking this. Why did you end up in jail? Here's what I heard. You ended up having an issue with drugs of some sort, and you stole some money, or you wrote a check, or wrote a bad check, or forged a check. What happened? Because people do want to know.
Well, sir, I was homeless at the time. I was going through a relationship problems and a divorce at the same time. I was approached by two men in a car from Georgia. They asked me if I wanted to make some money, and I didn't have any at the time. I was homeless, and I was walking around town. I was actually going to my father's house to get my work boots to do day labor. And they approached me, and they asked me if I wanted to make some money that day, that I could make a lot. And I kind of told them no, and, you know, they kept trying to bug me about it, and they twisted my arm, and I took a ride with them. And so as long as I had an ID, I gave my ID. They ended up texting somebody, and before I knew it, we went and they met somebody. I didn't really see where they went, but all of a sudden they had about 10 different checks with my name on them, and there were payroll checks, and I ended up cashing them for them. And
prior to that, did you have any record?
No, I've never been in prison before, or jail before.
And you were in for 8 months?
Yeah, I was in for 10 months, sir.
You know what? The only reason, to be quite honest, we have even considered that is the fact that your parole officer is the one that called. And I have a good feeling about Dan. He's been doing it for 25 years. He's a good judge of character. He says you're going to get your crap together, but here's what I need to know. These kids are not going to be living with you right off the bat. They're going to be living with your dad and your stepmother here in Colorado, correct?
That is one of the plans we have open right now. We're trying to exhaust all possibilities at the moment, but that is one option, yes.
Okay, and then as soon as you get a job, you're out of the halfway house, and you can get back to work and be with these kids.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Just on the record, I put myself in this sober living house just so I could be proactive.
Dan said that too.
Dan, yeah, and so that was my idea.
Yeah, are you going to be able to stay off the stuff, man, whatever it is?
Oh, man, I never even used the stuff till I was 37 years old, and I'm 40 now. And it took me down a path which I
Well, let me tell you.
I never knew could be possible.
Let me tell you, I am very skeptical of virtually everything. You can ask any listener or anybody that knows me. I am making a leap of faith on you for numerous different reasons, and so are a lot of listeners and volunteers and your own parole officer. What we need to know right now is we want to get these kids out. We want to get them out today or tomorrow. We are willing to get them out. We need to know, and you need to get this figured out ASAP. Who's going to get them to the airport? We already found out that Southwest will allow the 12 and 10-year-old to fly together because the one is 12. So they don't need an escort unless Child Protective Services in Florida is going to require one. We need to know all the ins and outs of this deal, and we need to know quick, man. The quicker you get us this stuff, the quicker we can get it done. I need to talk to whoever is in charge of those kids in Florida, and then soon as they sign off on everything, we're going to get them headed out here. The other cool part is, if they're going with your grandparents, if they're going and staying with their grandparents, I should say, we had a volunteer, or not a volunteer, we had a listener call yesterday saying they will not only donate but deliver furniture for these kids. Right, Suzanne?
Yes, he's just an angel listener who does this to help people get back on their feet when they need furniture and beds and clothes, and he said he has it all.
Listen, man, you've got a lot of support going. When are we going to hear back from you? The show just started. I'd like to hear back from you on this plan so we can get these tickets done, man.
Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, we're busting our butts trying to get this done, so I understand, sir. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. We've got your info. Suzanne, make sure he's got ours. We've got everybody else's. I've got the stepmother. I got the fathers. I've got the pro guy. I got everybody. All right, everybody hang on. Margie's got a home warranty issue. Anita, oh, my goodness, is this right? I didn't look at this one. Deputy Daft, did you put this one up? Oh, my goodness.
I did. I saw it on Facebook this morning.
Well, let's just say murder's involved. And then Dave has an opinion about the Aurora police. I have no idea what that's about. And then pit bulls loose on a construction site. Man, these Christmas song intros are long, Ugly Ed. My God. Is this a Christmas song? All right, 303-713-8255. Man, we have a ton going on. Now, at this point, I got to ask, what the hell song that never started? Got it.
Oh, Christmas tree.
Let's try to wind them up to where they actually start. All right, 303-713-8255. I'll let you know when a line's open. We're going to really, really keep you abreast of this situation with these kids. And we're going to need some other help with them. If you ever want to help someone out on the show, please, you can email us, help@troubleshooter.com, help@troubleshooter.com. And just know, any nickel, any donation, including if you donate by credit card or anything, not one single nickel, even the processing fees, do we take. Nothing at all. It gets literally passed on. We always check out the story. We background check, and we tell the story as it is, as you just heard on that last one. All right. Let's go to Margie. Margie, what is going on? And then Shireen, you're going to be next.
Bless your heart. I just love how you help people, and you did help me 2 years ago. And I just wanted to tell you I have a little memory issue, so if I talk like I'm going around in circles, I apologize.
Understood. So what's going on now?
I bought a home 7 years ago. It's a townhome.
Okay.
I'm single.
Okay.
Underemployed and unemployed. I ended up buying a home warranty because I thought, well, if anything goes out, I've been very fortunate that all I had to buy since I've been living here was a refrigerator and put in a new thermostat.
You know, it's amazing, these home warranties. I already know where you're going to go. Something happened and it's not covered. I mean, is that the gist?
Actually, it's a little bit more.
Well, then tell me, what is it? What's going on?
Okay. So anyway, 2 years ago, I needed to install a new hot water heater, and the company basically did take care of it. However, there was some out-of-pocket expense, and And
How much was it? I'm curious. Do you remember?
What, the out-of-pocket expense?
Yeah.
Well, it was about $500 because this was in a crawl space.
I understand. So you had to pay $500. You had a problem with the water heater that existed. You had this home warranty. You called them up because there was a problem. They installed a new one for $500, right?
Yeah, but it basically, the money added up because, as I was trying to say, it was like...
I understand. It was in a crawl space.
Refrigerator into a shoebox. They
Okay.
had to